pie not a pie?
Why, when it's a Boston cream pie! Hello dears, Buttercup here, and I have a very exciting announcement. Today, we will be having our very first guest star on the show! Say hello to my mother!
Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, we are so excited to have you. Now Mother, do you have a recipe you would like to recreate?
Well, I have one that I would like to do right.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I decided I wanted to do something in the kitchen. So, back then they made a Boston cream pie cake mix.
Ooh.
So I thought I'm going to surprise the whole family, and I decided to make this Boston cream pie. Now, I'd never even done anything in the kitchen before besides help my mom. So I get it out and I'm mixing it up, and there's a part where you make the pastry cream, and I thought, wouldn't lemon be a good flavor for it?
Oh.
And it wasn't.
Oh no.
The lemon kind of curdled the pastry cream.
Oh my.
So it was not very good.
Well, you know what? I think we can work together to recreate a delicious Boston cream pie.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh, well, we better get started.
All right.
Let's go.
All right.
Our first step is going to be to make the pastry cream that goes inside the filling.
Oh, now that's the part I really need to learn about.
Oh, it's my favorite part too. So this recipe we're going to use is very similar to the same recipe that I used when I made my cream puffs a while back. Do you remember those?
Yes. Oh my gosh, they look delicious.
Oh, they were some of my favorites. So we're going to start with using a small saucepan.
Okay.
And to this, we are going to add 4 egg yolks.
Oh, okay. Well, here I go.
Oh, thank you. Go on in. Oh dear. Get all in there.
They just need to be coaxed a little bit, didn't
They
they?
sure do.
Come on in there.
Yeah, egg them on a little bit.
Egg them on. Oh, good one, Buttercup.
You know me and my puns.
I love you. You're so punny.
All right, next we need 1/2 cup of sugar.
And I have some right here.
Woo!
Ooh, yum, sugar.
In we go. Everything's got to have sugar.
Yes, that's what makes it so good.
We need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Well, I have some right here. How about that?
All right, this is our thickening agent.
Ah, see. It's so fascinating to watch the real recipe being done. I learned so much from you, Buttercup.
Aww. Well, I learned a lot from you too. So we're just passing it along.
I think that's the best way to be.
And next, we are going to add a pinch of salt.
Oh, there's a pinch in there.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's in there.
It's in there.
There it goes.
Just a pinch.
Do you know how much a pinch is measured out?
No, I would love to know that because I've never known that.
You know, I believe it's 1/16 of a teaspoon.
1/16 of a teaspoon.
My gosh, that's a tiny amount, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we are going to give these a good mix.
Okay.
It's going to look real
Wow, look at that.
weird and pasty here. All right, now that those are all mixed up, we're going to slowly whisk in 2 cups of whole milk.
Whole milk. Here's the whole thing of whole milk.
All right. Oh, why, thank you. It's nice to have an extra hand in the kitchen.
It's fun, isn't it? I always like to have to do things in the kitchen with somebody else.
For sure.
Cooking with 2 or 3, depending on how big your kitchen is.
That's true. That is true.
Uh-oh. That's okay. My mother always told me good cooks are messy cooks.
Ah, You know, that's my favorite saying.
Yeah, it is. And she was definitely a messy cook, but boy, was she a good one.
So we're going to heat this now on a medium heat until the mixture bubbles and begins to thicken.
Oh.
Once it's thickening, then we're going to reduce the heat to low and continue cooking while stirring constantly for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Make sure not to burn it, right?
Exactly. Custard making is all about patience.
Oh, that's looking good.
Once it's done, we're going to remove it from the heat.
Okay.
And then we're going to stir in 3 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract.
Oh, wow. That sounds so good already.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells wonderful.
All right, our pastry cream is all finished. Now, you can strain this if you'd like, if you have any lumps in there to get rid of them.
Oh, okay.
However, looking at ours,
it's just as smooth as velvet.
Yeah.
Buttercup, you did it again.
Oh, well, you helped. I don't think we need to strain this.
I don't think so either. It's perfect.
But it's certainly a step you can do if you prefer. To me, it just takes a long time.
It really does. And if it's perfect already, why mess with perfection, right?
I agree. So we're going to pour this into a nice heat-proof bowl here.
Oh, okay.
All right, if you want to help me.
Oh, certainly. I can definitely help. Ooh.
There it
Gosh,
goes.
this is so delicious looking. It smells like heaven.
Oh, I just love pastry cream.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So now that this is all in there, what we're going to need to do is chill it.
Oh.
However, first, you're going to need to take a piece of plastic wrap and place it over the entire surface of the custard.
Just like this?
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
So put it
you
down.
Press it down.
And then you're going to press it against, oops, my
I'm
nose is quite long.
So sorry, Buttercup.
Gets into everything.
It certainly does. Does that mean that you're nosy?
I'm very nosy.
It runs in the family. This may not be the most beautiful job.
Oh, it looks lovely to me. As long as it's covering that surface. If you don't cover the surface, it actually forms this really gross skin over top of the custard.
Yes, this is true. Some people actually like the skin of puddings.
Oh, well.
Isn't that interesting?
I suppose to each their own.
That's correct. But for Boston cream pie, I don't think you want.
I don't think so.
No.
All right, so now this is going to need to chill in the refrigerator for several hours.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, then we are going to have to be patient.
We are, but while we're waiting on that, we can make that cake.
Let's bake a cake.
All right. So for this recipe, we will be making a hot milk cake.
Hot milk cake. I've never heard of that.
This is an old-fashioned buttery cake.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's made from adding scalded milk and melted butter into the batter. And it gives it a wonderful flavor and texture.
I've never heard of that, but that sounds very fascinating.
Yeah, I'm very excited to try it.
Okay.
So first step is that we're going to combine all the dry ingredients.
Okay.
So here in a medium bowl, I have measured out 1 cup of flour.
I see that.
To this, we're going to add 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay.
There we go. And then we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Oh, and I have that right here.
All right. Sometimes it gets stuck in there. Oh, I think you got it.
Make sure I get every last little grain.
Yeah, we can't miss out on any of that.
Maybe throw a little bit over my left shoulder.
There we go. All right, we're going to whisk this all up until it's nice and combined.
Okay. That's all the flour that's in the cake.
That's all the flour.
Wow, that's not a lot.
I know. All right, we're going to set this aside.
Okay.
Goodbye. All right, in a large mixing bowl, we're going to add 2 eggs.
Okay. And here they are.
Perfect. And then next, we're going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar.
Okay. Well, here we go. Good old sugar.
More sugar.
Yum. We like sweets in our family.
We sure do. All right, we're going to beat these now using an electric mixer on medium speed until it becomes pale, thick, and fluffy. This usually takes around 4 to 5 minutes. So we are aerating these eggs to try and help give that rise that we want to in our cake.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I've never heard all of these things, these steps. I'm learning so much from you.
Oh, that's so cool.
It is.
You will know when it is done when you can lift that mixture out of the eggs, and it forms a thick ribbon when it falls from the beaters.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I can't get over how different it looks. It looks so pretty and fluffy.
I know, isn't that amazing?
It's beautiful.
Now we're going to add those dry ingredients to this mixture gradually.
Okay.
Mixing on low speed until just combined.
All right, well then I will do that.
All right, and I'll do the mixing.
Okay, sounds good.
Next, we're going to need to scald our milk.
Now, what is scalding?
Now, scalding basically means bringing our milk to a simmer.
Oh, so basically that scalding means warm milk.
Pretty much.
Okay, it sounds so dramatic.
I know,
Scald.
it does. It's a fairly common request in a lot of old-timey recipes.
Now, what exactly does that do? I mean, what is the advantage to having scalded milk as opposed to cold milk?
Well, I think that when you warm it up a little, it can change that flavor, and it's going to affect the consistency of our cake when we add it to it.
Oh, that's clever.
Yes. So we're going to start once again over our cooktop here.
Okay.
In a small saucepan, we're going to add 1/2 cup of whole milk.
Here's the whole milk.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And then we're going to add 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
Oh, wow. 5 tablespoons.
You might need this.
Yes, definitely. The butter's kind of stuck in there.
Oh, it's cold butter.
Cold butter. Get in the pot.
All right, now we're going to heat this on a medium heat just until simmering.
Okay, so you just heat it just to simmering.
Yep, and then we're going to remove that from the heat and stir in 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
And the important thing about putting in vanilla after is because if you heat up the vanilla, it loses flavor.
Exactly, it's going to change that flavor, and we're going to cook off some of that vanilla flavoring if we heat that.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, and you don't want to waste vanilla flavoring.
Exactly. Now we're going to carefully pour that hot milk mixture over our batter.
I see. All at one time?
Just very slowly.
Very slowly. It looks so rich.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many wonderful steps to this.
I know. It's quite fun.
It is great.
All right, now we're going to mix this until fully combined. Oh, look at that smell. You can't look at a smell.
I was just going to say how wonderful. It almost smells caramelly.
It has a very unique smell. I love that.
It smells almost like caramel.
Mmm, delicious. Now it's time to bake our cake.
Oh, finally.
Yes, I know, all that work. Here I have a 9-inch round cake tin. I've greased it well and lined the bottom with parchment paper. Do you remember seeing my trick about how to line their cake tins with parchment paper?
I do, with your Blitz tort cake.
Exactly.
I remember that.
If you want to see how I made these little rounds to fit perfectly in the cake tin, you can check out my recipe on Blitz Tort. I also have the steps posted to TikTok as well.
Oh, I've seen that one too.
How neat.
It's so handy.
It certainly is. All right, so we're going to pour the batter into our tin.
And it's a fairly thin batter, I've noticed.
It is.
But it smells so delicious.
Oh,
that's going to be so good. Cannot wait. And that is perfect.
Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so this cake is going to need to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 35 minutes.
Oh, well that sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Or until a toothpick inserted into the center of the cake comes out clean.
That's right.
We're going to allow this to cool in the tin for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then invert onto a wire rack to finish cooling.
Wow.
Now our cake is all cool. Doesn't it look lovely?
It looks so beautiful.
It smells delicious. So now what we need to do is we need to cut this horizontally in half so that we have 2 layers.
That's going to be tricky.
Oh yes, I believe in myself though.
I know you can do it, Buttercup. You can do anything. Should I have a drum roll? That looks looking great. Ooh, just think of that wonderful pastry cream that's going to be in the middle of that.
I think it's going to work.
Wow. Look how well you did that.
Yeah, you want to carefully take that top layer.
I must certainly do that.
Very gently.
Very gently.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect. And look at that gorgeous crumb.
Oh, looks so good.
The texture is just perfect. I'm so excited.
Now that delicious pastry cream that we made
Boys,
is going to go right in the middle of this cake.
Oh, yum. I can't wait to do this part.
I know. So we need you to mix that up some. Make sure it's all nice and smooth.
Luscious cream. Wow. It is just gorgeous. How's that look, Buttercup?
I think that's looking pretty good.
Okay, so I'm going to hand this to your expert hands.
Or should we say pause?
Pause, of course. Pause.
All right.
Ooh. Shall I hold the bowl?
Actually, that would help.
Okay.
It's nice having that extra hands.
Isn't it, though? Ooh. Well, this certainly looks a lot better than that poor, pitiful Boston cream pie that I tried when I was 8 years old. Not even the same thing.
Now you can tell the story about your triumphant Boston cream pie.
Oh, well, my triumphant Boston cream pie with Buttercup.
Indeed. I mean, I guess we haven't tried it yet, but I think it's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Okay, I think that might be enough.
Whoa.
Oh
my
goodness.
goodness.
Quite the filling in there.
Look
I think
at
it's a little bit more cream than there is cake.
Well, I'm not complaining if you aren't.
It's gonna go everywhere.
And into our mouths.
That's true.
It smells so good.
I'll give that to you.
Okay, so
Now I will have you do the honors of placing that layer on very top.
Dear, you give me a very scary job here.
I believe in you.
Oh, you do.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't that look wonderful?
Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Wow. Look what we've done.
I know.
I'm so excited.
And we have one last step.
Oh, the chocolate. Yes.
Now we're going to make the chocolate ganache.
Oh, the ganache.
Oh, so we have 4 ounces of chopped bittersweet chocolate in that cup over there.
Wow.
We'll make sure that it's in a heat-proof bowl. In a small saucepan, we're going to heat 1/4 cup of heavy cream.
Oh, okay. You just heat that up till it's warm.
Yep, and we're going to heat it until it's simmering.
Oh, okay.
Once it's simmering, we're going to pour the cream over the chocolate, add a little pinch of salt, and then whisk it up really nice until it's very smooth.
Ooh. I always think it's interesting how you add salt to something sweet.
Oh, yes,
to bring out the flavor.
It's a wonderful flavor enhancement.
Isn't chemistry wonderful?
Amazing. All right, now for the fun part.
Oh, the most fun part.
We're going to pour that ganache all over the top of the cake.
You sure I can't just eat it?
I think you'll enjoy it more if it's on the cake.
I think I will. I think definitely I will. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
You know, real dogs should not be eating chocolate in any form. Luckily, I am a magic talking dog, which means I can eat chocolate just fine. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, because the life without chocolate would be sad indeed.
I know you love your chocolate.
Yes.
Right.
You get your love of sweets, very honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous bittersweet chocolate will be a great...
Right, with that sweet cake and that sweet filling, I think it will complement it nicely.
Everything will be all balanced and beautiful. This is one gorgeous Boston cream pie, I must say.
Made with love.
Made with love. And I'm so glad that I got to be here.
Oh, I know. This has been so fun. We want a little bit to drip down the sides there.
I think it'll cooperate for us. Very delicious. There you go.
We got a little accident. There we go, a Boston cream pie.
Wow, look at that, everyone.
Now we're going to want this ganache to set a little bit, and then we can cut and taste it.
More waiting, but it'll be worth it.
All right, we've got our pie, our cake slices here. We're ready to eat them.
Well, what I want to know is why would you call a Boston cream pie a pie?
Right, when it's really
a cake?
Well, supposedly, the Boston cream pie originated in a time when cake and pie tins were used interchangeably.
Really?
So sometimes they would just call a cake a pie and a pie a cake.
How confusing is that?
Yeah, it is a little confusing, isn't it?
But they're all good, so.
I will say the one thing that I don't think is going to be confusing is how good this is going to taste.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's
Shall
give it
we?
a try.
Oh. Aren't you glad you're a magic talking dog?
Oh,
and you can
yes.
eat chocolate? I've been waiting all day. This is so good. This is so good. Delicious. This was worth waiting for. That was definitely worth waiting for.
That is so delicious.
I have to have one more bite.
Just to make sure, right?
It's so good. What do you think, Buttercup? Yeah. Yum. The chocolate helps balance out the sweetness of the custard.
I agree.
And the cake is so delicate.
Yeah, the cake is delicious.
It's such a delicate crumb on it.
It's buttery, it's moist.
And fragrant. So good.
Yes, I love this. It might be one of my new favorite cakes.
Oh my goodness. This is, you have to try this, everyone. It's just delicious.
Thank you so much for suggesting this.
Oh, well, thank you. It's certainly a whole different thing than that Boston cream pie that I tried when I was a little kid.
Well, now you have a great memory of Boston cream pie.
Boston cream pie. Here's to you, Boston.
Yum, yum. Oh, that was so fun, wasn't it?
Oh, I had so much fun, and I learned how to make a real Boston cream pie.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much, Buttercup.
Oh, of course. Well, thank you for joining us today. It was so much fun. And thank you, everyone, for watching. If you love these videos, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We have lots of baking content for you.
Thank you for letting me be here.
All right.
And I cannot wait to see this on all the social medias.
Yes. Do you remember how we say goodbye?
Until next time.
Mwah. Oh my God.
It's very good.
That's really good. Did you eat yours already?
Yeah.
I saw you chowing down.
Yeah.